From Houston and Miami to cities in South Asia, 2017 has been a year of devastating floods. A combination of climate change and urban development becomes a perfect storm for catastrophe.
Sea levels are rising. They have risen almost 9 inches in the last century. We're living in a warmer world. We're living in a world where potentially hurricanes could be more damaging.
But climatologist Bill Patzert says rising sea levels contribute to only a small percentage of the storm surge that causes so much flooding.
It has the appearance that flooding due to great storms or during the monsoon season over Asia is becoming more severe. So what's really happening here is that the population of the planet, especially along the great river valleys of Asia and along the coast, for instance, of the United States, we tend to migrate towards the coast. So there's just more infrastructure, there's more people, there's more damage.
Including damage to homes built near levees and dams, says urban planning expert Kien Go.
It's a symptom of the way that we have not been able to control development and to control where and how developers build.
Architects and urban planners say many cities in potentially flood-prone areas should rethink how they are built and their relationship with water.
Many urban designers have acknowledged that leaving out natural systems is actually a big problem. And the reasons why these cities are flooding is because we have taken away wetlands, we have paved over rivers, we have largely ignored the interaction between physical and natural systems.
One approach to fight floods is what architects call passive design.
Passive approach, which is what effectively nature has done from the beginning, tries to minimize damage, or as the Dutch have discovered, the water will be there, but how do you make it designed in such a way that when it comes and goes, that the recovery is not catastrophic? So passive means, in a lot of ways, less technology and more kind of learning from nature.
For instance, we could design for more parks that for most of the year would be just lovely parkland that you can play with your kids or just visit. And in the once or twice a year events where it does flood, it's fine. It's a field, it'll flood and it'll come back.
Goh says studies show spending money on redesigning and planning a city will show long-term positive results in future rain events. But planners say since local officials determine how a city is built, it will be up to them to decide how to rebuild after a devastating flood and where the money will come from. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News, Houston.